You can hand me the cake, all right? And if it is not here by 4 o'clock, I will never do business with you again. Come in. Oh, friend, sorry, I'm yelling here. I'm just dealing with some suppliers for the party tonight. You know how those people can drive you nuts.
I do indeed.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The society matron for the debutante ball needed a little personal reassurance about the arrangements.
Listen, Brad, if you don't need me right now, I gotta talk to my brother.
I do need you, badly. Excuse us just a moment, please. Jerry, I want you to take this $10,000 check and get it cashed. Otherwise, the party will be in sore need of certain items like food and drink.
You got it.
And after you do that, come back here. I want to talk to you. You've been screwing up a lot lately.
Oh, did Dorian order you to fire me?
Just get the money, all right? So, Trent, did you get a guided tour of my hotel?
So do you still want me to work on your makeup tonight for the ball?
Yeah, I would, if it's all right, if you want to do it.
No, I'd be delighted. My pleasure.
Gary.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a second?
What is it?
I'd like to have the afternoon off because I want to get ready for Cassie's party. Is that all right? Business is really slow.
I don't care about business. You want the afternoon off? You got it. Take it.
Whoa, what's wrong with him?
I don't know. But I have the afternoon off. Great. So I'm going to go to Cassie's house, give her a present, then go back to my house, get the dress, and come back here.
Well, don't rush because we've got plenty of time. I mean, if you're not back till, say, 6, we'll still be fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it would take hours and hours to turn me into a sophisticated date for Dan.
Not quite.
What do you mean there may not be a party this evening, Dorian? What brought this on?
It's Brad Vernon. He's such a stupid idiot. It's all his fault. He came over here, demanding some more money for the party. Nothing has ended up costing what he thought it would, etc. Though, frankly, I think that he's diverting some of that money for his own personal use.
What does this have to do with Cassie?
Well, he made a rather stupid and tasteless remark, which she overheard, and it sent her running up the stairs to her room in tears.
What kind of remark?
A rather sick joke about how he fired her as a favor to me. Cassie took it to heart. She thinks it's true.
Why didn't you tell her it wasn't true?
Because she didn't give me the chance.
Well, I'll go see her. Maybe I can get her to calm down and listen. Dorian, you didn't get Brad to fire her, did you?
Chuck says Pa's not at the office, so I thought, well, what the heck, I'll just drop by here and visit with you, see Drew, wait for the old man.
Have a seat. Can I get you anything to eat or drink? Or...
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
How's Drew?
Oh, he's wonderful. He was just telling me this morning that he's the happiest child in the entire world.
Was he? I didn't know he could talk that good.
Well, he didn't say it in that many words. It was more, the expression in his eyes.
Do his eyes ever say anything about his father? You know, the one that hardly ever comes around to see him?
I don't mean to be hard on you, honey, but you barely exist for him.
Yeah, well. It's really funny, isn't it? Life gets so complicated, you can't even find enough time, can't find a way to get by and see your own son.
Well, I think you could probably find the time. I get the feeling sometimes that your relationship with Asa gets in the way.
Yeah. I know that 90% of the time, if I come by to see Drew, that Ace is going to be here.
So what about today?
Should I pack up all the china?
No. No, I don't think that'd be necessary. I just want to talk to him about Dee Dee O'Neill.
Oh, I think I'd better clear off the entire ground floor.
Really? Becky, maybe you could explain to me, why is he so unreasonable about that family? I mean, he hardly even knows them.
I don't think he's being that unreasonable.
So you agree with her?
No, Bo, we're talking about your relationship with Asa, how you don't see him for months at a time. I mean, how is he supposed to feel when you get all wrapped up in some other family?
That doesn't mean that I don't love
I know.
my real family, Becky.
I know that. It's just that months go by. How is he supposed to know how you feel?
Actions speak louder than words. Now, right now, you're not speaking on the old man's behalf either. You're talking about you and Drew, too, aren't you?
Well, I'm not stuck with it the same way that he is. I mean, I know that you care about us, and I know that you regret the time you haven't spent with Drew. I must admit it would be nice to be a bigger part of your life.
Well, and you will be, too. But Asa's got to come part of the way, too. The O'Neills are not going to just disappear, Becky, especially not Dee Dee.
So you're really serious about her, huh?
Yes, I am. I sure am. I think she could be very serious about me, too, if she could just relax while she's around me. It just, it beats all. It really does. Ace is uptight because he thinks that I want to be one of the O'Neills. Now, the O'Neills are uptight because I am a Buchanan, you know? I mean, if I have an identity crisis, I've sure had some help getting there. Yes.
Well, I can go check on your son, see if he woke up yet. He should have. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I guess I've got some explaining to do to him, don't I?
Come on, Asa, can't you give me just a little hint about tonight?
Delilah, you have a lot more fun if you just stand by and watch.
Don't worry, I will be far away from Bo and Dee Dee. I plan to be the carefree divorcee.
Make sure you stay that way and don't get a jealous attack and start something.
Don't worry. If anyone's going to be jealous, it's going to be Bo when he sees me having a wonderful time with another man. Or men. Oh, in fact, Trent, Brad.
Lila. Hey,
Hi.
Lila. So nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Did you meet Asa Buchanan in Atlantic City?
No, I didn't have the pleasure. Trent Chapin, sir.
Howdy, boy.
Don't take it personally, Trent. Asa calls everybody under 80 boy.
Trent is an exec with Crown Hotels. He also is the charming man who escorted me back to Landview on his yacht.
Well, let's go in style. Have a nice stay in Landview.
Thank you. You going to be at the ball tonight?
Becky Lee says we have to go. We go. Bye, Brad.
Nice meeting you.
Oh, the ball that,
Yes.
that Brad mentioned? Well, I'd love to repay you by asking you to escort me to it.
Did you say repay me? After that lovely sail up the river with you?
Oh, you're so sweet.
I was repaid the second you stepped on board. I'd be honored to attend the ball with you. Great, and then you could get a first-hand glimpse how we run such affairs at the Vernon Inn. I doubt I'll notice anything but Delilah, Brad. Delilah, why don't you join us for lunch? That way Trent might get, or understand how the businessman's special could be very special.
Oh, sounds good. Thank you.
So, tell me all about the lady who's our hostess tonight.
Back so fast?
Doesn't want to talk to me either.
Well, couldn't you at least get her to come out of her room?
No.
Herb, honestly, what if she doesn't go to this party tonight? I mean, to her own birthday ball? Heaven's sake, I'll end up the laughing stock of the whole East Coast.
Damn the ball.
Herb.
You've got your priorities backwards. Who cares about appearances next to your daughter's feelings?
Wait a minute. She turns into a moody adolescent a few hours before her party, and somehow I'm to blame?
Well, this is obviously a bit more than moody.
Look, she never wanted the birthday ball in the first place. She's probably just been looking for some sort of an excuse to back out.
For crying out loud.
Wait a minute. Don't turn this around onto me. I mean, you are making this into some sort of confrontation between us, and in the meantime, there are 200 guests on their way.
Forget about
to
the guests. What about Cassie?
What about her? We can't do anything when she won't talk to either one of us.
Give her time.
What if she takes 2 weeks?
What makes you think it's not going to blow over by this evening? What?
The way she's acting. Absolutely. I'm going to go talk to her. I'll make her talk to me. I'm going to go upstairs. I'll pull the door off its hinges if I have to.
No. That'd be the worst thing you could possibly do. She wants to be alone to think.
To think about what? What a horrible, terrible mother she has. Honestly, Herb, I want this thing straightened out. I want it straightened out now. What is that? Oh. It's the man with the corsages, though why we'll need a corsage since nobody's going to be going anyplace tonight. Yeah.
Hi, Mrs. Callison. Is Cassie home?
Hello, Joy. Yes, she is, but...
Well, I just want to drop off this birthday gift for her. Is that all right?
Actually, Joy, she's a bit indisposed at the moment, so why don't you just give me that and I'll see that she gets it.
Joy, come on in.
Sure, Joy. Come on in.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Cassie's not sick or anything, is she?
Oh, no. I just think she could use a friend.
Well, what's wrong?
Well, we're not entirely sure. She's upset about something. Maybe she'd be willing to talk about it with you.
Herb, I don't think that's a good idea.
I do.
Well, sure, I'd talk to her.
Good.
I'd like that. It's terrible to feel all upset on your birthday.
Yes. Mrs. Callison and I will be in the den. You kids can have the living room to yourselves.
Herb!
Cassie, Joy's down here.
Joy?
Why don't you go up to her room, Joy? Huh?
Cassie? Is it all right if I come in your room? Where are my parents? They're in the den. You told me you were upset. You've been crying. What's wrong? This has been the worst birthday ever. Oh.
I hope you and the O'Neills get things straightened out so Asa doesn't get too uptight when Dee Dee comes over to visit little Drew.
Thing is, Becky, Dee Dee doesn't really... I haven't told her about Drew yet.
Oh. She's in for quite a pleasant little surprise then, isn't she?
Well, she won't be coming with me when I do come to visit Drew. Okay, I thought I would just keep him a secret, just a little bit longer.
How long? Till he's 18 and no bother?
No, of course not. Are you kidding? Just until she gets used to the stuff that comes with being a Buchanan, you know. It's overwhelming. You can understand that.
No, I don't understand it.
It's our wealth. Look at this. It's our lifestyle. Her head's spinning right now. Plus, she has to deal with Delilah being my ex-wife. You know, I've got a legendary scoundrel for a father. You know all the stories that go around with the Buchanans. So I thought that it might be a good idea if she learned about Drew right now, it might be a little much on top of all of that. So,
how are you going to be a bigger part of your family's lives if she's such an important part of your life, too?
Becky, it is just for a little while, you know? Just until she gets used to it. Sees that our values are really not so bad, that's all.
Oh, she's very old-fashioned.
Right.
I see.
Right, she's very traditional.
That's funny. I used to think of myself as kind of traditional and old-fashioned. Before I got pregnant with your son, I guess now I'm a fallen woman. Is that what you call me?
No, Becky
Bo?
Lee,
no. God forbid that we offend Dee Dee O'Neill's delicate sensibilities by exposing her to an illegitimate child and the mother that carried him.
Becky, why are you twisting all
I don't
this
think I'm
around?
twisting this around. No matter how you turn it, it kind of comes out rotten.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
no, that's ridiculous. I'm not ashamed of Drew. I'm not ashamed of you.
Oh, I see. It's not you. But Dee Dee O'Neill might be ashamed. And you love her so much that that's more important than your own family.
No. Of course not. No.
Look, I don't know whether you're lying to yourself or you're lying to me, but either way, I'm starting to understand Ace's feelings about the O'Neill family a little bit better. I've got some errands to do.
No,
I'll talk to
Becky.
you later.
Becky.
Oh, Becky, Becky, we're going to talk about this a little more, all right?
What the hell's going on here, Bo?
Oh, God. What is this? Oh, you're my sister. I thought maybe you just came in from outer space or something.
Come on, don't make me laugh. I can't crack this mask.
Is that why you're talking with gritted teeth?
Mm-hmm.
What if it cracks? I mean, is half your face gonna fall off?
Judy, come on, no jokes, okay?
What are you gonna do if that stuff doesn't wash off? Who's gonna take you to the ball tent? You're gonna spend the rest of your life in my bedroom.
Judy, stop it, please.
Fault line, it's cracking, it's cracking.
Come on, you're making me mad. Why don't you get started? You know you're hours behind.
I don't know where I'm supposed to start. You took over my whole bedroom.
I'll share.
Okay.
So what are you gonna wear tonight?
The dress Bo bought me in New York.
I thought you gave that back.
Yeah, I did, but, so I went to the Symphony resale shop, and it was, oh, it's a long story, but, I got it back.
Huh. How convenient, huh? How convenient. Oh, stop. I'm gonna get black and blue.
You're already blue, believe it or not.
Look, why don't you try this? You know, it's great for your complexion. You're gonna have a glowing cheeks all night. It's good.
You're sure this washes off?
Yeah, positive.
Okay.
Take my hair down first.
Then Becky turned the whole thing around so it looked like that I was ashamed of Drew and the fact that she's his mother.
Well, you got to admit, it's a little hard to swallow. Sure, she took it like that. What the hell do you expect?
You know, you just don't understand, do you?
I understand a lot more than you want me to understand. Like how this Dee Dee filly will never fit in with us.
See, that's where you're wrong. Just that we happen to be more like a three-ring circus than we are a family.
Uh-huh. What does that make me, a ringmaster?
Just ease off, will you? It just takes some getting used to our speed and our ways, you know. She'll come along.
All right, fine, Bo. What are you getting at?
I would like to ask you, please, if you'll just go out of your way tonight to make her feel comfortable. Make her feel included, you know. Let her see that the Buchanan family is kin, and that we're not a bunch of rawhiders like all these people are writing stories about.
Some of those stories have got you in them, and they're all true.
Yeah, well, I think I can just get around all that, okay?
Mm-hmm. One of the stories is about how I'm bringing up your son. Now, why don't you get that out in the open?
How many ways do I have to explain that?
Now, let me tell you something. If I was pulling on you, you know what you'd be calling me, huh? Anyway, our friends all know about it. It could slip out any time. Now, how would your Dee Dee O'Neill take that, huh?
I'm going to gamble that won't just slip out at any time, okay? Because that particular issue, that would set us back pretty far. Anyway, what about tonight? Would you please just be Mr. Mello and not some grizzly?
Well, tell me what the downside is, son. If I don't feel so mellow, you're gonna move back to the O'Neills and forget your family again?
I never did forget you all, you know, and there's no competition here. I don't understand. Why can't you just accept that family and like them? You know, you and Harry O'Neill, you would get along just great.
The hell you say? All right, Bo.
All right, what?
I'll give your gal a chance. I'm gonna do my best to make her feel like she fits in.
I would be mighty grateful for that, Pa.
You all sitting on a table tonight?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna tell Dorian, make sure of that, and tonight, Ace is gonna turn on the old charm.
No, please don't overdo it, okay?
You're telling me how charming to be?
No, I'm just wanting you to just act naturally.
I thought you told me not to act natural. You better make up your mind, boy.
You know what? The best thing for me to do is just get out of here while it still makes some sense.
There's something right? I'll tell you right. You're so much in love, you can't think straight.
Am I?
Either that or maybe you ought to see Doc Vernon on a regular basis. Huh?
Yeah, okay, really. Pa, thank you. I appreciate this. Maybe you could have a word with Becky and see if you can make her understand.
I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people tell me you're a lot more sensitive than me. But sometimes you're about as sensitive as a pine stump. You have no idea what's going on around here, do you?
What's that?
You played with Becky Lee's affections. You got her pregnant, but you're in love with Delilah.
Why do you keep bringing that up?
Now, hold on a second. Do me one favor. Pretend I'm Harry O'Neill for a second and listen, all right? You never loved Becky Lee. But you played quiet and carried your child till you finally got what you wanted, Delilah. A year later, what do you want now? Dee Dee O'Neill. You expect little Becky to be silent about your kid? Can't you even see how humiliating that is?
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just damn tree stump. I'm gonna make it up to her, Pa, I swear, someday. See you tonight, thanks.
Chuck, head on home. We got some family business to take care of. We need to make some arrangements so Miss Dee Dee O'Neill ends up in a flying trapeze. No. It's called the Buchanan Family Circus, Chuck. Why?
So I'm really not sure about the part when Brad mentioned Gary, but believe me, if he's fired and I find that out, I'll never speak to my mother again. Never.
Sounds to me like you're pretty close to that already.
She looked so innocent, so sincere, and she lied.
But why do you think that your mother got you fired in the first place?
It all started when she switched the party plans from the country club to the Vernon Inn. That's when Gary and me were suspicious. And then we found out that was true. How could she do something like that? How could she do something like that?
What do you mean, lie or get you fired?
Both. Either. I don't know.
I can understand why you're hurt about this, but I mean, what about tonight? Are you really going to cancel this whole thing?
Are you saying the two are different?
Well, you and your mother are likely to have trouble all of your lives. And you're going to have one 18th birthday. Now, there are a lot of people that are really looking forward to this party.
Joy, my mother bribed Brad with this party, and then she lied about it. How could she do something like that? How could I forgive her for something like that?
Well, what if she apologizes?
Oh, she'd say anything to get me there tonight. She'd make up new lies to cover up the old lies. The only way she'll ever stop doing that is if I get out of here and I start living my own life.
Okay, say you do that. Say you do it your way. Then what happens? Wouldn't you be letting your mom down real hard?
What do you mean?
Well, what about all those important people that she's invited to your party? She'd be humiliated in front of them, right? And that's taking the fight outside of the family, isn't it?
You know, part of me just doesn't care anymore. Do you still love your mother, don't you?
If you cancel this, you guys might never get over it. Are you willing to risk that?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
I'll turn the tables on 60 Minutes, Mike Wallace, on 2020, Thursday.
You're watching KOMO TV 4.
I guess I might regret hurting my mother.
You would just be acting the way she does.
Why do you have to make so much sense? I was planning to run away until tomorrow, or until a week from tomorrow, or until next year at least.
Yeah, well, maybe it's not fair. You know, caring so much about your mom's feelings when she doesn't seem to put so much thought into yours. But I do know that the party shouldn't be a battlefield.
And you bought a new dress, right?
Well.
And you being there and all my other friends does make it a lot easier. But how can I go without my mother knowing she won? Explain it to her. I want her to admit it. If I don't have any leverage at all.
Well, come on. You're just going to have to face it and see what happens.
And what if she lies again?
Then you'll just know that you have to hold off your reaction till tomorrow. That's all.
Well, should I go get your folks? I guess I have no choice.
Well, you could open your present.
That's right. Happy birthday to me. How could I forget?
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. Yes, of course I want my present.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, I hope you like it.
Oh, wow. That's great. Oh.
It's to help you get used to being a freshman in college.
So you want me to get your present? Thank you so much. Not just for the jacket, but for being my best friend.
Well, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. You stay right there, okay?
Thank you so much for lunch. I'll see you tonight.
Yes, when should I call for you?
7.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun at the beauty parlor.
Oh, I will.
I wonder who invented the beauty parlor and how many billions they made so far. I don't think I can stand it if she looks any better.
Well, she is a delectable dish. You're in for a treat.
You have first-hand experience?
Well, a gentleman never tells.
No, but sometimes he insinuates. What happened?
Well, Delilah and I were friends before Bo left her. I was at the end of a romance myself, and we found solace in each other's arms and fun.
Bo Buchanan, I haven't met him.
You will tonight.
What's the situation between him and Delilah?
Well, I guess it's over. She's divorced and dating you. She doesn't seem like the Delilah who couldn't live without Bo anymore.
Good. Glad to hear it. So, back to business. You were going to show me a space for a supper club.
That's right, and I have a very intelligent, sexy, and experienced woman to run it. Her name is... Well, that's interesting. Her name is Laurel Chapin. Is she related by any chance?
Do you know how to reach her?
That's easy. Just pick up the house phone. She's staying here at the hotel. The world's getting smaller and smaller, isn't it?
Do me a favor. Call and invite her to your office, but don't mention my name. This could be a nice surprise.
Done. Could I have room 703, please? Thank you. Laurel, it's Brad Vernon.
Hi, Brad. What's up?
Well, I need you down in my office. I have an exec from the Crown Casino Hotel. He wants to talk about the supper club.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. But can you give me about an hour? Because I'm not dressed and my nails are still wet.
Well, I don't think you want to keep this gentleman waiting. Jenny used to use the hairdryer on her nails. I suggest you try it.
Gotcha. Be there in a flash.
Look at that jacket.
Yeah, it's my present from Joy.
Wow. Hail to Landview U.
Well, I gotta go. I'll see you tonight.
What? Does that mean there is going to be a party?
That depends on you, Mother.
I'll show you out, Joy.
I know where the door is.
No, we moved it since you got here.
All right. What do I have to say? What do I have to do?
I'd like to hear the truth from you.
Well, if you mean about that rather tasteless joke that Brad made,
Why do you have to lie to me? Why can't you just admit that you had Brad fire me?
We turn the volume down a little.
Why should I have to admit something that isn't true?
Oh, you're gonna lie your way through this one, too. Okay, that's fine. If that's what you want to do. I'll never trust you again, though.
You seem awfully certain.
I am. I know you were behind this. I know it wasn't a joke. Brad was so embarrassed when he saw me, and Mom, you looked like you were about to pass out.
Dorian, is there any truth to this?
Actually, there is a grain of truth to it. You see, dear, I think that Brad thought that he was doing me a favor. You see, I carried on to him about how much I missed having you around the house and how difficult it was for me planning the party without your help, and how much I didn't like the fact that you were spending the whole day with Gary. Now, when you came home and you told me that he had fired you, I was just as surprised as you were. And it wasn't until you yourself asked me about it that I realized, my goodness, Brad may have thought that I was asking him to fire you. But I will admit, honey, I was grateful. Because I got to see a lot more of you. However, if somehow I inadvertently managed to get you fired, sweetheart, I am terribly, terribly sorry. I apologize, and I will talk to Brad, and I will get him to hire you back.
When are you going to stop interfering in my life, Mom? When are you going to get that through your head?
Where are you going?
Maybe I can start practicing to be happy for my party.
Wait a minute. I don't understand why there's still a problem.
You wormed yourself out of this one, Mom, but never again. One more lie, and I'm out.
Wait, Cassie,
Don't.
honey,
Well,
shall
you're
I
going to
call the
get.
hairdresser?
Consider yourself lucky. Let it go.
You gonna go to that callous and shindig with Lucy, Chuck?
Who else would I go with, Asa? Matter of fact, we figured that would be the perfect occasion to announce our engagement.
Well, see, I want you to sit with... Engagement? You Lucy, gonna tie the knot?
Why are you so shocked?
You're a bachelor. You always been a bachelor.
Well, I have a right to change my ways, don't I?
You son of a gun. Congratulations, Chuck.
Thank you, Asa, thank you. Well, yeah, it'll take a load off your mind. As a matter of fact, that's why I did it, you know. I figured that as your best friend, I owed it to you to make Lucy fall in love with me so she wouldn't bother you anymore.
Oh, right. But you hankering for over 30 years had nothing to do with it, huh?
Well, I still think she's one of the most beautiful women in the world.
Who the hell will believe it, Chuck? You and me both settle down. I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna drink a lot of champagne.
But not Lucinda. You know how talkative she gets when she gets filled up with too many bubbles.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, she do. Don't you do that? Yes, she does. Anyway, you'll be joining Bo and Dee Dee and us at the table. And, see, Bo wants her to get to know us, and I think it's a fine idea.
Oh, so you've had a change of heart about Dee Dee, huh?
Well, I'm gonna give her a chance. Oh, one thing. Got to tell Lucy that it's a secret that Drew is Bo's baby.
Asa.
Oh, hold it. Oh, not me, Chuck. Bo's idea.
What?
He's getting older, Chuck, but not smarter. Anyway, you get over to the hotel a little earlier. Make sure we're all together.
So that includes Vicky and Clint, then, you want them?
Oh, no. We're going to keep this kind of close to our vest, if you know what I mean.
Not exactly.
By the end of the night, you will.
Hi. Hey, hi, Joy. Hi, baby. What are you doing?
Getting ready for the ball.
Oops. Yeah, what is that blue gook on your face? What blue gook?
I don't know what she's talking about.
Give me a break, okay? I really want
This is a mask that your older sister, Connie, told me to put on to give me glowy cheeks. Can't you tell she looks like a neon sign over there?
You two are weird.
Yes.
Yeah, but gorgeous.
But gorgeous, yes.
Wait till you see me later. Dee Dee, have you seen the National Intruder yet?
No, I don't really make a habit of it. Check it out.
Delilah announces her divorce to the world.
In the same newspaper, she announced their reconciliation.
Boy, you want to talk weird? This is weird. But it makes me happy. I think.
Wait, she's latched on to another millionaire?
Yeah, he's an executive for the Crown Casino chain.
I don't believe it.
Handsome and rich. What more could Delilah want? Well, I think it's time for the unveiling.
Hey, Joy, why don't you try the mask?
No, thank you. 2 blue O'Neills is enough, I think.
You look good.
Hello?
Come in.
I'm Laurel Chapin. Brad said a Crown Hotel executive wanted to speak to me. Would that be you?
Hello, Laurel.
It's you. Oh, Trent. God. Oh.
Gary? Look, didn't I tell you hours ago that we had to talk?
You want the party to go off on time? Or do you want to sit around and talk? All right, I got the checks cashed. I ran around town. I paid off all the suppliers. Everything's under control. And now I want to get the ballroom set up.
Thank you. I was tight of a Trent.
Well, I know that. Is everything under control?
Well, you do realize that things wouldn't have been out of control if you hadn't screwed up, don't you?
Screwed up? You mean like going off to Atlantic City and losing $30,000 gambling?
And then there's a matter of your big mouth and your lack of respect for people in authority.
You mean like you and Dorian?
Funny you should mention her name. She's still very upset about the way you treated her.
Brad, that was a personal argument. It had nothing to do with the hotel.
But in the long run, Gary, it does. Now, she doesn't want to deal with you. You can't go around making wealthy patrons angry. Now, I'm going to have to give you 2 weeks' notice. That'll give you enough time to find suitable employment elsewhere.
Why don't you just level with me, Brad? You made a deal with Dorian.
Look, Gary, if you don't want to face your shortcomings...
Shortcomings? Shortcomings? You mean like covering your tail 25 times a week? Or maybe you're talking about all that overtime I put in so you can go off and romance Connie O'Neill. Well, you do that, you fire me, and you go find yourself another assistant manager who will put up with all that and your wealthy patrons and pay him the money you've been paying me. Good luck.
Remember, Gary, look, there's no need for any hard feelings.
Hard feelings? I think you're the one who ought to worry about hard feelings. Because I've been watching that Trent Chapin guy. And I think in a couple weeks, Brad, you're going to be looking for a job too, buddy boy.
So when I found your phone number in the book, I tried to call, but the line was disconnected. So I thought you'd moved on and I'd missed you.
A lot has happened since I lived in that apartment. I mean, it's like a whole new life to me. As a matter of fact, I'm no longer in the saloon business. I fell in love. I was living with this guy, and then I...
Wait a minute. Slow down.
Well, that's the problem. I don't have that much time, but you're going to be here for a while, yes?
Well, sure. We can get together. Who's the guy?
A doctor, Larry Wallach. As a matter of fact, he's just been named a chief of staff at Landview Hospital. Not bad, huh?
Well, how come you split up?
Well, just some problems, but we'll work them out.
So you're happy?
I'm better than I've been in about 1,000,000 years. And you! God, you look terrific. How did you get hooked up with all these Crown Hotel people?
Now, that's a long story. But I couldn't have done it without your help.
My help?
Well, that'll take some explaining. But I want you to know I'm paying you back.
For what?
I'm going to authorize a supper club here at the Vernon Inn. And I'm going to make sure you get megabucks to make it the best around.
And you have that kind of power, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I helped? I'm sure tempted to cancel this ball so I can stay here and talk to you.
No. Don't do that, because I've got a date, too.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know Delilah Buchanan?
Oh. Do I know Delilah Buchanan? Honey, this lady used to dance for me.
Dance? When? What kind of dancing?
That goes in the file along with how I helped you, but I've got to leave right now because I've got a young friend I need to make up for the ball, but I'll see you there tonight. And you'll get to meet Larry, okay?
Hey.
Yeah?
I better approve.
Dee Dee, it looks great. I told you if you use the rollers, it would come out a lot better than the curling iron.
You're so smart.
I know. Well, I'm done with the iron. If you guys want to use it, I'm off to the Vernon Inn. You're going dressed like that? You're not going to put makeup on? My friend Laurel Chapin is going to help me with my hair and put on my makeup and stuff.
Excuse me. Who is Laurel Chapin?
She's a new friend of mine. Some new friend. She can help you out better than your older sisters, huh? You guys are busy working on your own faces. Besides, Laurel has a certain understanding of the new sophisticated look that Dan approves of, and she's going to pass it on to me.
What's wrong with being yourself?
What's the sophisticated look? I love it. You guys were just sitting around here with blueberry face masks on, telling me about looking natural. Goodbye. See you later. Bye. Hey.
She has a point, you know.
You haven't made any comment about how I look.
Magnificent.
Thank you. What time is it?
5:30.
Oh, dear. Well, I better go over to the hotel. I can't rely on Brad to make sure everything's perfect.
I knocked on Cassie's door, told her we're ready. I'm sure she'll be down in a moment.
Unless she's changed her mind and doesn't want to go, Herb. What am I going to do if she doesn't go to the party?
Consider it a very small tragedy in the larger scheme of the universe.
Wonderful. You're such a comfort.
Well, if it isn't my beautiful 18-year-old daughter.
Yes, darling, you do look beautiful.
The gown is lovely.
Thank you.
May I?
Is the car ready?
I believe so.
Great. Then let's go and get this over with as quickly as we can.
This is David Hartman. Tomorrow on Good Morning America, the latest on Hurricane Diana. Take our emergency test and find out how to help heart attack victims. Also, Norman Vincent Peale and Lily Tomlin on Good Morning America.
Morgan Brittany, David Burney, and Arthur Hill are with you tomorrow for the special 2-hour premiere of Glitter, with guest stars Ken Howard, Juliet Prowse, Mike Connors, Patricia Neal, and Marky Post. Then, the season premiere of 2020 with Hugh Downs, and a special interview of Mike Wallace by Barbara Walters. 2020 follows Glitter tomorrow, all starting at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Friday. Benson delivers when Denise's baby decides to arrive at a stalled elevator on Benson. Then Webster must make the most important decision of his life on the anniversary of his first year with Catherine and George on Webster.